We're at the home of everything, Frederick, which is at 401 North Market Street. You got to come on in and check it out Wednesdays to Sundays. I'm with Jorge, the other half of the Moss Lady.
Moss Lady Designs.
I came to know, and then you were watching Good Morning Frederick.
Yep.
And I found out you're doing a podcast.
I guess so. Yeah.
You're enjoying putting some stuff together.
Yes,
okay.
I call it a Beatles related YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So that's, but I'm not real tech savvy, so I'm probably a little behind on the lingo.
It's all good. It's all good. So I love when I do this show, we call this, People of Frederick. You're a part of this community. Just kind of real quickly, how long have you been here in Frederick?
Well, we started coming to Frederick. We lived in Alexandria, and we fell in love with Frederick starting in 2014 in December. And we moved here in December of 2016.
Oh, wow. So you kind of came up for a visit?
Yeah, we just kept coming back. That's what happened. They were like, can we live here?
We should...
Yeah, and then we found a nice little place.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, well, we wrap our arms around you and appreciate you being a part of this community.
We definitely feel it.
All right, you love the Beatles.
I love the Beatles, like a lot of people. My love for the Beatles goes back to, my uncles playing the music when I was growing up. And then my brother started playing guitar, I started playing guitar, and I'd play all the songs, and I was like learning songs. And then when I was like 30, I was in a little Beatles tribute. We played on the streets of Georgetown. One day, Sonny Bono was in the audience, beaming ear to ear, and then it was when he was in the Congress.
Yeah.
And all these pages surrounded him, and he took off, so we never got to talk to him. But that same year, when the Beatles anthology came out, I said, I got to start a Beatles fan club. So I started this club, and we had like a newsletter. We would get together once a month and just hang out and talk about the Beatles and have refreshments. But we also went on some trips. We went to New York to see Ringo. We met Ringo. I put together a convention where we hosted a guy who played with the Beatles in Hamburg named Roy Young. I also recreated the Beatles Washington Coliseum concert, which was their first United States concert right here in Washington, D.C. And I called the disc jockey who brought them to Washington, and he answered the phone and said, yeah, I'll come down. So he was there. His name was Carol James. He passed away the next year.
Oh, wow.
But the best part was I met Sir George Martin, the Beatles producer.
Wow.
Because of the club. Anyway, I kind of fell out of it. I actually played in a Beach Boys tribute band for a dozen or 10 years. But a couple of years, I just got back into it. And I saw these great YouTube channels such as Parlogram, Elliot Roberts, Matthew Street, or one called Beatley Tone. And I wasn't really thinking that I would do that. But then I saw this one video of a guy ranking all the songs. And immediately it hit me. I thought, he's ranking them based on his preconceptions. There's only one way to do a real ranking. Take it one song at a time, analyze the song, and put it into a chart that you develop from the beginning. So we started with Love Me Do.
Okay.
And then the second song was P.S. I Love You. Is it better than Love Me Do or not as good as?
This is like the ultimate March Madness bracket, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Well, first of all, how many songs are you ranking just the hits?
Nope.
You're
ranking
going through every
everything.
single song that how many songs have they?
AI says 204.
Okay.
AI says 204. So
really? Oh,
yeah,
that doesn't seem like a lot. I guess it is a lot though when there were only like 8 or 10 on an album, I guess. And some of those were longer than others.
Yeah. I don't think they count the last 3, since the anthology and that Now and Then thing a couple years ago. But maybe it's like 207.
So before this ranking, did you have a favorite
song?
Yeah.
No. I think there's too many for me to pick. But what I have is I have a side chart I'm going to call You Like Me Too Much. That's the name of the Beatles song. And it's when I like a song more than the average person in the public does.
Okay.
So for instance, you asked me what my favorite song was. I used to say it was a song called All I've Got to Do. And we'll see how out of tune my guitar is. But it's like, whenever I want you around, yeah. All I've got to do, something like that. It's real pretty. It's on. I get to use my prop after all. It's on this album, which is the American version called Meet the Beatles. Yeah. And then the British version is with the Beatles. I just got this past weekend.
Okay.
And they're a little different, but mostly the same. Yeah. So, but I don't really have a favorite. I love them all.
Yeah, I bet you do. What is it about the Beatles, do you think?
I think the reason the Beatles became so popular so quickly and so world famous is literally because of this album and because their music. When I evaluate songs, I have criteria: melody and chord progression, production and performance, arrangement, what we call the Beatle treatment. That's when you like add harmonies and you add like percussion.
Yeah.
But then I realized the biggest criteria is, how does the song make you feel?
Yeah.
So when you hear "Please Please Me," you want to dance.
Yeah.
Or "I Saw Her Standing There," or "Twist and Shout."
Yeah.
Now, not all songs had that same effect.
Yeah.
But those songs reached the public, and the next thing you know, they were standing in line, for days waiting to see them or whatever it was.
Yeah, for me, so this is obviously just a little after, my time, or before my time, I'm sorry, in the 60s. I was born in the late 60s. I loved but I worked at all classic rock stations, and, I listened to the Beatles a lot. The simplicity, I think, of a lot of their music, it was almost like it's so simple,
Yep.
and yet just so unreal. Like it's just one of my favorites is Blackbird. That's one of my favorites.
Well, come on now. You can't just say that and not expect me to pick up the guitar. Give me 15 seconds. Blackbird singing in the dead of the night. Sing along. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arrive.
Yeah, love that song. Love it, love it, love it.
That was not planned. It
No,
really
it was
wasn't.
not. It wasn't planned. You didn't even know. Yeah, look, I mean, I think that it is incredible to watch the impact that the Beatles had around the world, obviously, and especially in this country, and that the longevity of Paul McCartney and all of them, really. But just the beauty and a lot of the stuff that's written. And when do you think you'll be done?
Well, couple things. I probably won't be done for a couple of years.
Okay.
Assuming I don't give up. Assuming I don't give up, okay?
Fair
Which
enough.
is entirely possible. However, playing the guitar and singing, because I play every song when I do the video. I don't play the whole thing, but I'll do a sample. It's got me worked up. So I actually developed a one-man Beatles show, and I'm going to debut my show on June 7th in town. Hopefully at Give Rise Studio, but maybe not. We might find another venue, but the date is set June 7th.
Okay.
And I'm probably going to promote through Good Morning Frederick.
Yeah, I would hope
so. We'll talk.
Well, yeah, we will. That's
a 4 o'clock show and a 7 o'clock show. Tickets are $20. They benefit the Alzheimer's Association.
Oh, well, come on. You can't pass that up. So we'll keep in touch with you on that, and we'll make sure and let everybody know. First of all, great cause. And secondly, I can't wait to hear what you do.
Well,
I mean,
you already did.
We're gonna make sure your YouTube channel is up so people can check it out, and they can. Are you getting anybody who disagrees with you and your rankings?
What's funny is I sit there,
thing,
I sit there and I beg people, tell me what you think, and they're like, it's like pulling teeth. They won't do it until after the fact. I say, I would have rated that higher. I'm like, it's too late. I actually changed one. One guy said, and I said, you know what? He's right. And I ranked it higher, but I can't get. So I haven't reached them yet.
Yeah.
I'm not the TikTok generation.
Well,
I'm still tweaking. I haven't cracked the code yet.
Well, we'll see if maybe we can get you some more people to leave some comments.
Please leave comments.
But this is one of our people in Frederick. This is Jorge Bernardo.
Yes.
And it is, what's the channel called?
The Beatles Song Ranking Project.
Okay, and you can check it out. He's got. How many have you done so far?
Well, I've done 18 songs.
Okay.
The 19th is going to be It Won't Be Long, which is the first song on With the Beatles.
Okay.
I've been sitting on it because I just wasn't ready, but I'm ready now.
Now we're ready. So got to check out that YouTube channel. Give him some feedback and let him know. And June 7th is a show we're going to hopefully all be able to hear in person. Love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.